If you've come across the 4 elements in Western astrology, you may be familiar with how money and the material world tend to be associated with the earth element. Now, if you have very low earth in your chart, you may be thinking, oh no, does that mean I'm going to be poor all my life? Or alternatively, if you happen to be high earth, you may be thinking, okay, so where's all this money that I'm supposed to be so good at making? So today I resolved this by looking at 8 of the world's most well-known and richest billionaires in the world. So we definitely know that they're rolling in it, to see what I have discovered about the 4 different approaches to money. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Every astrological chart has 10 planets, and each planet is assigned an element depending on what sign it is. So for example, if you have, say, the moon in Aries, then you have moon in a fire sign. So when it comes to money, lots of people get obsessed about how much earth planets we have in the chart, because apparently earth equals money, which frankly isn't true. So, but this doesn't explain why Bill Gates, who is number 2 richest man in the world, has got no earth in his chart at all. And Li Ka-shing, who is one of the richest guys here in Asia, has only got 1 earth planet in his chart. So for all the people out there who has very low earth, don't worry, because Bill Gates and Li Ka-shing still managed to make some money, so there's still hope for you. Now, people who are very strong in earth tend to be very good at dealing with the physical world and the physical product. So some of the examples of billionaires who are strong in earth include Jeff Bezos, who is number 1 richest man in the world, and of course, who runs Amazon, and Jack Ma, who runs Alibaba. And both of these guys have got 5 out of 10 planets in earth. And what's interesting is that both Amazon and Alibaba are platforms that allow people to buy and sell a physical product. Now, if you compare that to the guys with low earth like Bill Gates and with Li Ka-shing, you'll find that they don't really deal with like a physical product. Like Microsoft is, software, right? And Li Ka-shing doesn't have any kind of businesses that are clearly just earth in nature. So let's talk about another element, air. Especially as many of you have watched my other videos about how the world is moving from the earth element to the air element. Now, some of you may be thinking that with so many of these tech CEOs around, wouldn't they be people who have very high air? And what would you say if I told you that Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, has no air in his chart, and Jack Ma, founder of Alibaba, one of the biggest online platforms, also has 0 air in his chart? Now, people who are very strong in the air element tend to be very good in businesses that deal with ideas, concepts, communication, and debate. Now, this is very different from people who just sell stuff, And so some examples of billionaires who are very good or very high in the air element include Michael Bloomberg, who of course is the founder of the Bloomberg Empire for media and news. And another example is Elon Musk of Tesla and SpaceX. And then you'll find that, of course, Michael Bloomberg's entire business is about communication and disseminating data. And in fact, Elon Musk also is very known for his kind of offbeat ideas and some of his more progressive concepts. And this is very different from both Zuckerberg and Jack Ma, whose platforms tend to be, they are on a technological platform, but they tend to be more selling stuff rather than just information by themselves. Next, we look at fire, the element of competition and action. Now, over the years, I've noticed a lot of people who have low fire tell me that, I'm not successful because I have low fire. Now, I don't think that's entirely accurate, because check this out. Elon Musk has 1 fire planet, Michael Bloomberg has 1 fire planet, and even legendary investor Warren Buffett also has 1 fire planet. So I don't think it's accurate to say that, no fire equals no action or no success. Now, you find that people with high fire tend to need a lot of activity, and in fact, they get bored easily and they like to exercise some creativity in their dealings. And the billionaire with the highest fire score on my list is Li Ka-shing. And his conglomerate of businesses include everything from ports to transportation to real estate to financial services to retail, health, beauty, right? So it's quite clear he started to show some signs of an attention problem. And you want to compare that to the billionaires who have low fire on the list. You'll see billionaires like Elon Musk, Bloomberg, as well as Warren Buffett tend to stick to one thing and to become very good at it. And they tend not to change the nature of their businesses once they've gotten started. And now we come to water. And lots of high water people think that they can't be successful because they are too introverted. Now that can't be true either, because there are several high-profile billionaires such as Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, and Jack Ma, who all have 4 out of 10 planets in water, and it hasn't stopped them from being successful. Now, people with high water tend to be very good at sensing public emotions, psychology, and even human behavior. Now, if you look at this list of high water billionaires, Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook, Jack Ma's Alibaba, and even Warren Buffett's legendary investment strategy all depend strongly on sensing what's happening in the world, as well as for human emotions. Now, if we look on the other end of the scale, billionaires with low water include Jeff Bezos, who only has 1 water planet, and Michael Bloomberg, who has no water planets at all. Now, contrary to other billionaires who go with human emotions, Jeff Bezos is very known for using data and analytics in order to make his decisions, and has even been criticized for not paying attention more to human needs. Also, you'll find that Michael Bloomberg is more known for reporting facts and figures rather than dealing with human emotions. So it looks like, contrary to popular belief, the elements don't limit you from being successful in your chosen profession. Now, in fact, looking at the elements helps to guide you on how you can best contribute to the lives of others. So I hope this video has contributed to your understanding of the 4 elements. So hit that subscribe button and stay tuned to the Maysim channel for more weekly episodes of practical, insightful, and useful astrology content.